Before I start this buyback of shares, with the problems and the solutions, I will first make you all understand that buyback, as per Company Act 2013, Section 68, 69, and 70. Okay, what does this Company Act talk about, and how a buyback can take place, okay, of shares? Now, when I am talking about shares, I'm specifically speaking about equity shares. Unlike preference shares, which can be redeemed by the company, equity shares are bought back by the company for immediate cancellation. They buy your share backs, okay, and immediately they cancel it, okay. They tear the share certificate, they extinguish the share certificate, okay. Imagine we are into physical form of shares. They take your share certificate and extinguish it when they buy back, okay. But say if the company's share capital, equity share capital, is rupees 1000 or 10,000, 1000 shares of rupees 10 each. Okay, when the buyback of the company has to take place, okay, they pass a special resolution. They pass a special resolution, and not the whole amount can be bought back. Not all the equity shares, all the entire 1000 shares can be bought back. This is not allowed. Yes, some portion, some percentage of it, okay, some percentage as given in Company Act, yes, company can buy back. Why do the companies do buyback? Basically, they are not in need of that much of capital. They are not investing any further projects. They are happy with the current assets which they are already holding, other fixed assets which they are already holding. There is internal reconstruction which is happening in a company, for which the company does a buyback and reduce its share capital, okay. So now in that case, the company can buy back certain percentage. नहीं तो पूरा 10,000 तो buyback ऐसे नहीं कर सकते. So there are certain rules, restrictions, and eligibility provided under these three sections, which then again we have to follow in the accounts to pass the journal entries and record for a buyback. Okay. So now, what does this section 68? I will tell you a certain points. Firstly, we need a special resolution, okay, for buyback. Shareholders have to resolute, or they have to vote in favor of buyback, okay. What do you mean by special resolution? 75% is a voting in favor. That is known as special resolution. So the company can just not randomly discuss it with the directors and do a buyback. They have to call a AGM, call their shareholders, discuss this with the shareholders, and pass a resolution in which 75% have voted in the favor of buyback. So far clear? Special resolution. Secondly, there are certain percentage of which buyback can take place. Okay. So the second condition, they say that in a given financial year, okay, the buyback should not exceed or should not be more than 25% of total paid up total paid up equity share capital of that particular financial year. So if the company wants to do a buyback, the first condition resolution, yes. Second, now they have to find out, okay, by what is 25% of the total paid up equity share capital. After that, they have to also go ahead and find out another condition, the amount which they are going to use for the buyback. Okay, when the buyback takes place, they use certain amount, no, from the company to pay off their equity shareholders. In that case, it should be 25%. It should not be more than 25%. of total paid up capital plus free reserves of the company. Free reserves of the company. And lastly, okay, the ratio, okay, the debt equity ratio. The debt equity ratio after the buyback. After the buyback, okay, should not be or should not be more than to be more than or it should be always be less than 2. More than 2. Now what does this mean? The debt equity ratio of after the buyback. Basically they are saying that the total of secured plus unsecured debt, okay, upon it's total thing upon paid up capital, paid up capital plus free reserves after the buyback, after the buyback, whatever is your paid up capital plus free reserve should not be or should be less than or maximum equal to 2 but not more than 2. This is what the third condition says. Okay, so whenever in the given question they have not told us how much buyback the company is doing or how many shares are they going to buy back, what will be the price of buyback, sometimes they do not provide us with all these details. So in that case, we have to find out. How will we find out? We have to first get into these 3 important conditions given in Company Act. First, we will calculate 25% of total paid up equity share capital. Second, 25% of the total paid up capital plus free reserves of the company. And the last, the debt equity ratio after the buyback should be less than or equal to 2. Okay, after finding out all these 3 conditions, the least of it, all these 3 conditions have to be satisfied and the least of the amount will be used for buyback purpose. Least of the amount. Least of the amount. Now that we will see how and like what will be that amount, how many number of shares that we can buy back, etc. Okay, just give me a minute. Right now, so far, are you all clear with these 3 conditions as per
Yes, ma'am.
Company Act? Okay, remember this. Okay, this 3. First is 25% of the total paid up equity share capital. Second, 25% of total paid up capital plus free reserves of the company. This is the amount which we can use. Amount. We will see. We will solve a sum. Okay, we'll solve 2 sums like this. And also, we have to take care that a debt equity ratio does not exceed 2. Debt and equity ratio is not exceeding 2. Okay, all these 3 conditions we will keep in mind. Also, section 68 of Company Act, okay, they say that you can do a buyback
कल भी झाड़ू लगा था, झाड़ू करना पड़ेगा.
with these 2 things. Okay, you have 2 ways wherein you can finance your buyback. Now what is that? Firstly, if the company is facing some problem of cash, okay, they do not have enough money to buy back, then they can do a fresh issue of other class of share, other class or type of share. Okay, so that is also allowed. It's okay, like with the help of a fresh issue. Second is they can use free reserves plus security premium. Okay, the amount which is there in their free reserves and security premium, that also can be used for the purpose of buyback. Now what are free reserves? You have general reserve and PNL reserve, those reserves which are freely available for the purpose of dividend, those reserves which belong to the equity shareholders only. They do not belong to the preference shareholder. Preference shareholders are the secured share capital. Okay, they get the dividend yearly with that percentage. They are not dependent upon the profit of the company. Okay, so whatever reserves are being made by a company, they actually belong to the equity shareholders. Okay, so all the free reserves plus security premium can be used for the purpose of financing the buyback. Okay, if you do not have that much enough cash, you can do a fresh issue. If some amount is used from free reserves, some amount from fresh issue, even that is okay. Okay, so there can be a combination as well, combination of both. All right, now if I am using my reserves, if using my reserves, free reserves for purpose of buyback, okay, so whatever amount I use, okay, at the nominal value, that I have to transfer it and put it in a separate account which is known as CRR account, capital redemption reserve account. Okay, this account is just made for the purpose of fulfilling the accounting principles. Okay, so that the balance sheet of a company tallies. Because एक सिंपल सी बात है, अगर मैंने यहाँ पे इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल एंड कैश और बैंक, ओके, I'm telling you, I'm using my reserves for purpose of buying back equity share capital. So equity share capital will reduce, my reserves will also reduce. At the same time, my cash will also reduce. So in that case, I just make one notional account, खोखा account जिसे बोलते हैं, okay, and show it over here if I am using reserves. If I'm doing a fresh issue, then there is no problem only. But if I'm using my reserves only for the purpose of buyback, any amount of reserves I use at the nominal value of the share capital, that much I will transfer it and make a separate account known as capital redemption reserve account, which I will then show it in my balance sheet after buyback. After buyback. Is this clear so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we had to understand section 68 and also all the conditions which are being given under section 69 of the Company Act 2013. Section 70 gives you the entire procedure and restrictions, what you cannot do, what you have to do for buyback, the procedure, the rules. Understanding?
Yes.
Have I made myself clear? Okay. Now we will solve 1-2 questions, okay, and understand this further. I will also give you some more examples of the MCQ. Don't worry, you all will not face any problem in buyback after this. Okay, I know buyback is a little tricky chapter, and otherwise also buyback in practical way, you know, when actual buyback of the companies take place, it is a very challenging situation. Okay, so when the company secretaries, you know, they make the letter of offer, design the buyback, sit and decide upon the amount of buyback, everything, okay, then doing the journal entries and doing the accounting treatment of buyback, everything. Okay, now when it comes to the journal entries, the third part, okay, let me just take you through the journal entries also. Journal entries are very simple for the purpose of buyback. Okay, in journal entries, the company may either sell some fixed asset, they may even tell you that we sold this investment so that we get some amount in our bank. Okay, so those journal entries they will stay. Okay, there will be any sale of asset, sale of investment, or a fixed asset. Okay, so whenever I sell it, obviously I'm going to get money in my account, so bank account debit to that particular asset. Okay, if I have made profit on that asset, I will write to profit and loss account while I sold it. If I made loss, I will debit my profit and loss account, vice versa. Okay, now secondly, when I'm calculating the amount of buyback, that means I'm going to cancel my equity share capital. So I will say equity share capital account debit the amount of buyback. Okay, if I'm also paying them premium on buyback, companies do sometimes provide premium to their shareholders when they buy back to equity shareholders account. All right. Then I have to pay my equity shareholders. So equity shareholders account debit to bank account. Then next will be, if I have done a fresh issue for the purpose of buyback, then in case of my fresh issue, it will be bank account debit. Because of fresh issue, I got money in my account to whatever capital, share capital kiya, whichever capital, equity share capital or preference share capital. And if I'm using my reserves, then whichever reserves I use, free reserves account debit to capital redemption reserve account. Okay, this is the transfer of divisible profits, okay, of free reserves to CRR, okay, at nominal value. Also, the premium which I'm providing on buyback, that premium also has to be removed, no, from some account. It has to be written off. This premium has to be written off. How will I write that premium off? I will write off with the help of security premium account, or if it is less in that, PNL account, if I don't have sufficient money in security premium, to premium on buyback. All right. Yes, Mohammed, what happened? You had raised your hand. Mohammed, you had raised your hand, right? Okay, by mistake. Fine. Okay, just unmute yourself and just reply to me immediately. Okay, I may just not see your message. Now, these are few journal entries. That's it. With buyback, journal entries is not a problem. Once we understand how much buyback, what are the amount we are using for reserves and all, then buyback journal entries is not a big deal. Come on. Now let's move to the first question. Okay. Buyback of shares. The following is the balance sheet of ABC Limited as on 31st of March 2019. We have shareholders funds, equity shares of rupees 10 each. We have general reserves 15 lakhs, profit and loss account 1 lakh, and securities premium 1 lakh. Now this general reserve and PNL are free reserves, divisible profits. These are the words, okay? Divisible profits, free reserves. Then secured loans, I have 10% of debentures, and in current liabilities, I have creditors and bills payable. Assets, non-current assets, I have fixed assets and investments, and in current asset, bank stock and debtors. The company decided to buy back 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each at a 25% of premium. Buyback is happening at a premium. Company is giving them 25% more. Okay. They have already told me how many shares I can buy back. They have given me the price also. So then there is no problem. For this purpose, the company sold the entire investments only. The investments are 5 lakhs. They sold it at rupees 6 lakhs. Made a fresh issue of 10% preference shares of rupees 100 each to the extent minimum after utilizing the securities premium account and half of the general reserve. Now, they are not telling me how many preference shares I issued. They just told me I am issuing 10% preference shares. 10% is not premium, huh? 10% preference shares. It is the name of the preference share capital account. 10% preference shares of rupees 100 each, but as minimum as possible after utilizing securities premium also, and use general reserve in half. So now this I have to calculate how many preference shares. We are supposed to do the journal entries in the books of company and also calculate the post buyback debt equity ratio. Okay, so first let us find out how many preference shares can I issue. Okay, For that, I have done this calculation. I'm doing it in a working note of number of preference shares to be issued because I don't know this. So there is an equation. Amount required for buyback is equal to, I am doing some fresh issue, plus they have also told me use the divisible profits, free reserves. Okay, how much amount I require for buyback? I have to buy 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. So the nominal value is 1 lakh into 10, 10 lakhs. I'm doing the buyback at a premium of 25%. So 2 lakh 50 I have to pay as a premium on buyback. They are telling me do the fresh issue as minimum as possible. Use half general reserve and also use the security premium account. I also have my PNL with me. So first I will do the workings of all these free reserves and security premium account. Okay. So let's move to the security premium account. Security premium account, I am not going to get anything with the help of my fresh issue. Fresh issue premium पे नहीं है, it is at par. Fresh issue is at par. तो यहाँ पे तो premium मिलने वाला नहीं है. In my balance sheet, they have told me 1 lakh rupees is there. Security premium देखो 1 lakh. Now already premium on buyback is 2 lakh 50. I have only 1 lakh in my security premium. That means 1 lakh 50,000 I will have to use from my profit and loss account, my other account. Okay, I told you ना, security premium जितना है उतना यूज करो, जो बच जाता है उसको PNL में से ले लो, उसको PNL में से write off करो. So now in the PNL, in my balance sheet it is 1 lakh. But when I sold my investments at rupees 6 lakhs, investments is 5 lakhs, I sold it at 6 lakhs. So I made another profit of 1 lakh. So now I'm having total 2 lakhs rupees in my PNL. Premium on buyback I have to write off with the help of PNL to the extent of 1 lakh 50. So now I'm left with 50,000 only. So I have used my full security premium, fully used. PNL 50,000, that also I will use now for my reserves. And they're telling me use only half of general reserve, don't use full 15 lakhs, use only half. ठीक है, half is 7 lakh 50,000. So 7 lakh 50 plus 50 is 8 lakhs. So this much if I'm using for reserves, this is the amount on the nominal value of buyback. Then how much fresh issue I will make? The balance 10 lakhs minus 8 lakhs, that will be 2 lakhs. So 2 lakhs divided by 100, okay, preference shares. How much is the value? 2 lakhs divided by 100, 2000 shares will be issued. Okay, so let's see the journal entries. Bank account debit 6 lakhs, I got to 6 lakhs. Investment was 5 lakhs, profit 1 lakh. I'm going to issue preference share capital. How many preference shares? 2000 preference shares at rupees 100 each. So 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs. Balance I'm going to remove from my other reserves account. Okay. Now equity share capital, I am buying back 1 lakh shares at rupees 10 each. Also I am buying back at a premium. So that premium I'm writing off with the help of security premium and some from the PNL account to equity shareholders. Then equity shareholders account debit to bank 12 lakh 50. I have to pay total 12 lakh 50. And the reserves which I used general reserve, I used PNL. That much I will transfer it to capital redemption reserve account. Now they are telling me post buyback debt equity ratio. What does that mean? Secured plus unsecured debt upon paid up capital plus free reserve. How much is my secured and unsecured debt? My secured debt is 4 lakhs. Unsecured is 7 lakh plus 3 lakhs. Creditors and bills payable. वो unsecured ही होता है, उस पर कोई security नहीं होती. So 4 lakhs plus 10 lakhs upon paid up capital plus free reserves. Now, how much is my paid up capital? I had 50 lakhs. Okay. From my 50 lakhs of equity shares, I have done a buyback. 1 minute. From 50 lakhs rupees, I did a buyback of 10 lakhs. Plus, I did a fresh issue of 2 lakhs. So, this will come to 42 lakhs after buyback. And in free reserves, I'm only left with general reserve of 7,50,000. So when I will work out this ratio, it will come as 0.28, which is much less than 2. So section 68 has been complied with. Okay. Is this sum clear? Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? I can't hear you all.
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone. I'm asking everyone. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, Mohammed? Yes, Parth?
ma'am, there is one similar sum in taxman, but I'm not getting the answer correct.
Yes, we will discuss the sum.
Okay.
Let me know which question number.
31, ma'am.
31. Okay. Okay, we will discuss it. 31. Okay, 41.
31, ma'am.
41, na?
31. 41 isn't there. So it's still
Okay,
35 only.
41 is theory in my
I do-
in my
Oh,
this. No, okay, so fine. Then you will have to send me a picture of which sum are you talking about.
shall I send it right now?
Yeah, you can send me right now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, let's move to the next question. Okay. Following is the balance sheet of Light Company Limited. We have equity shares of 10 lakh, security premium 2.4, reserves 7.5, profit and loss 2.8. In current liabilities, I have debentures 16 and sundry creditors 4.3. Non-current assets, we have fixed assets, non-trading investments, and in current assets, we have stock, sundry debtors, and bank. Non-trading investments means long-term investments. You don't keep on trading them daily basis, okay? You bought today, then you wait for 6 months, 1 year, like that. Now, company bought back 15,000 shares of rupees 40 each. Value of one share is 10, okay, nominal value. I'm buying back in 40. That means I'm giving rupees 30 as premium. The transaction respect of buyback was financed by 2/3 of the non-trade investments, which was sold for rupees 5.9 lakhs. Show the important journal entries. Simple. Let's see this. Question number 2 is very easy. Okay. I am starting with the working note. What is the amount required for buyback? They told me 15,000 shares, buy them back. 10 rupees is the nominal value. So 1 lakh 50 will be the nominal value. But premium on buyback is huge. It's 4 lakh 50. They told me there is no need of fresh issue. Okay, they have directly informed me here that the buyback, kuch bola hai about fresh issue? No. So obviously it is from reserves. So DP transferred to CRR, free reserves transferred to CRR. Okay, I can use any of my free reserve. I am using general reserve here at the nominal value. Always at nominal value. What is the nominal value? 1 lakh 50. So from general reserve, which I already have, कितना है general reserve? 7 lakh 50 है मेरे पास. I am using 1 lakh 50. So now I am left with 6 lakhs balance in general reserve. Okay. Now coming to the security premium. I also have this premium on buyback, huge amount. Security premium I have in balance sheet. Fresh issue तो है ही नहीं, कुछ security premium मिलना ही नहीं है. So balance sheet में से 2.4 lakhs. But premium on buyback is 4.5. So this 2.1, which is a deficit, from the security premium, I will take it from P&L. So now let's see how much I have in my P&L. P&L in my balance sheet is 2.8. Plus I sold my investments. Okay, now what was this investment sale? They are saying this 2/3 you have to sell the investment, 2/3 of the investments. So 4.24 lakh 20,000 ka 2/3. How much
Two
it is?
lakh 80,000.
Into 2 divided by 3. 2,80,000 investments I have sold. Okay, amount. But the selling price of this investment, they told me it is 5,90,000. 5.9. So I made a profit seeda 3,10,000 ka. Right? So that will go in my P&L, no? So this is profit on sale of investment. कर लो ये भी वर्किंग नोट करके ले लो, नहीं तो बाद में अगेन यू विल थिंक अरे वेयर फ्रॉम वेयर 3.10 has come and all that. You will ask me. Then premium on buyback I'm writing off 2.10. So now in the balance sheet, my profit and loss account will stand at 3.8. 3,80,000. That's it in this sum. Nothing I have to do. Just pass the journal entries. Bank account debit 5,90,000 I received. Investments I sold of 2,80,000. Profit 3,10,000. Equity share capital I am buying back 15,000 shares at rupees 10 each. I am giving them a premium of 30 rupees. तभी जाके 40 होगा ना price. So that premium I am giving from securities premium, some I am using from P&L to equity shareholders to bank, and then DP transferred to CRR at nominal value. Khatam. The question is over. Okay. Now I am moving to the next one. Problem number 3. NSZ Limited, a non-listed company, has the following capital structure at 31st of March 2019. Equity share capital, shares of rupees 10 each fully paid up. Amount is in crores, okay, 330. Reserves and surplus, I have got 4 reserves and surplus. General reserve, security premium account, profit and loss account, and infrastructure development reserve. Okay, now infrastructure development reserve is not a free reserve. Free reserves are those which are freely available for the purpose of dividend. They belong to the equity shareholders. But infrastructure development reserve, foreign allowance reserve, sinking fund reserve, okay, these are all statutory reserves. Law has told us to make it. Okay, so we cannot use this freely. Okay, loan funds, 1,800 crores. The shareholders of NSZ Limited, on the recommendation of the Board of Directors, have approved on 12th of September 2019 a proposal to buy back the maximum permissible number of equity shares, considering the large surplus which they have. Yes, they have a lot of surplus with them. The prevailing market value of the company share is 25, and in order to induce the existing shareholders, yani, you have to give something, to them, so that they will tender the shares, give to the company back. So they are giving 20% over the market price. So face value is 10, market price is 25, but company is ready to pay 20% over the market price. Okay, see this infrastructure development reserve is as per Income Tax Act. You can't touch it. You are required to compute the maximum number of shares that can be bought back in the light of the above information, and also in the certain situations where the company's loan funds were 1,800 crore, the first one, second situation is 1,200 crore, and the last situation is 1,500 crore. Okay, now they have not told me how many shares to buy back, number, nothing. So I will start with situation 1. Okay, I know that is not a little, it is little bit hazy, but I hope you all can read it. It's fine, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now situation 1, I'm starting with the first situation where my loan borrowed funds, borrowed is rupees 1800 crores. Then whether the company can do buyback, cannot do buyback, and if yes, how many shares, that I have to find out. So conditions for buyback, we have to take the least of the all three conditions I told you. So first condition is the buyback should not of the equity shares in a given financial year should not exceed 25% of the paid up equity share capital. Paid up capital means total paid up capital means your equity share capital in that financial year. My equity share capital is 330 crores. If I remove 25% of that, it will be rupees 82.5 crore. Rupees. Not the number of shares, rupees. Second, 25% of the aggregate of the paid up capital and the free reserves of the company. So I have paid up capital 330, and in free reserves I have general reserve, I have security premium also can be used for the purpose of buyback. So I'll consider that also, and profit and loss account. So 240 plus 90 plus 90, the whole thing, total of this whole thing into 25% is coming 187.5 crore. And the last, the ratio of the secured and unsecured debts after the buyback, okay, to its total paid up capital and free reserve should not be more than twice. This is the condition I had told you. Okay, so now I'll have to find out, okay, this condition. Now how? See, in the question it is stated that the company has surplus funds to dispose of. Therefore, I am assuming that the buyback is out of the free reserves and the security premium, and hence sum equal to the nominal value of the shares bought back. We will transfer that to CRR at the end. Okay. So now let's see. The third condition. Buyback price I know. Buyback number of shares I don't know. But buyback price, so they have given me, they are saying market price pay 20% above. That means market price का 120% है ना, 25 रुपीज प्लस 25 इंटू 20% कर दो, अगर नहीं ये समझ में आया तो। ओके, 25 का 20% इज 5 रुपीज. ओके, so it will be 25 plus 5, which will be 30 rupees per share. Nominal value is 10. That means buyback premium is 20 rupees. Got it? Now, since I do not know the amount and the number of shares, I am saying let the nominal value of the amount of shares which I want to buy back be X. Nominal value I don't know, na? Amount I don't know because I don't know the number of shares. So the nominal value of the amount of the shares to be bought back be X. That much amount will be transferred to CRR. Premium on buyback, therefore, premium is twice, no? 10 rupees is the amount nominal value, and premium is 2. That means it is twice. So it is 2x. So now I'll put this x and 2x in my third condition. Secured plus unsecured debts upon paid up capital plus free reserve should be less than or equal to 2. So let the amount of buyback, the nominal value of the buyback be x. So on 1800 divide by 330 paid up capital minus x, because this is what is bought back. So 330 में से minus हो जाएगा, plus I am doing buyback from reserves. So 240 plus 90 plus 90 minus x minus premium also on buyback. That should be equal to 2. When I solve this whole situation, I am getting x as minus. Okay, so in my last situation, in my last condition, the value is coming as minus. Hence, the nominal value of the shares that can be bought back by the company will be 0. So this sum is basically trying to make us understand that if a company is standing at 1800 crores of debt, okay, they are actually not eligible for buyback. They cannot do a buyback. Hence, buyback cannot happen when the company's loan funds are of rupees 1800 crores. Okay, because out of all these three situations, the least amount is in minus. Minus means 0. So nominal value of the shares that can be bought back also will be 0. because I have assumed X to be the nominal value of the shares that can be bought back. Nominal value of the amount. Amount, okay? Not number of shares, amount. Everything is in amount. All the three conditions are in amount. There cannot be any confusion. Okay? Am I clear with this? But say suppose this, I change the situation. Okay, wherein in the second situation, the loan amount is 1200 crores. And then again solve this last, this last equation with the help of writing here 1200 instead of 1800. In that case, my value of X will be positive plus 37.5 crores. So therefore, this is the nominal value of shares, amount of shares, nominal value of amount of shares to buy back. That is 37.5 crores amount. So number of shares will be how much? Divide by nominal value. 3.75 crore shares can be bought back. Okay. So the amount nominal value is 37.5 crores. So transfer to CRR also will be 37.5. This is the least of the amount. 37.5 crore is the least of the amount, no? Because second mein to 187, in first it is 82.5. So the last is the least amount. So I will consider 37.5. With that, I will find out the number of shares. The number of shares will be 3.75 crore shares I can buy back. Okay. And again in situation number 3, where the loan amount is 1500, you will get X value as 0. Therefore, no buyback can take place. They are not eligible. Am I clear? Okay. With this problem number 3, you all will have to practice it. You all will have to read it again and try to solve it. Okay. And also try to solve the other MCQs which are there in your scanner. Okay. Now I'm doing this question number 4 and 5 quickly for you all. S Limited decided to buy back 2000 equity shares of rupees 100 each. The buyback is at a premium of 10%. For the purpose of redemption, the company issued 15,000 10% preference shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of 20% per share. So the fresh issue is also at a premium. Redemption is also at a premium. Company has got sufficient balance in PNL at the time of the buyback of the shares. What will be the amount transferred to CRR? ठीक है. Simple. Equity share capital which I require to buy back is 2000 into 100. 2 lakhs. Okay. From the fresh issue, with the help of the fresh issue, I am issuing 15,000 shares, preference shares of rupees 10 each, but it is at a premium of 20%. So 10 पे अगर 20% मैं premium करूँगी तो it will come as 12 rupees. Okay, so 12 rupees I'm going to get on my 15,000 shares. So the nominal value, when I will compare that, okay, the balance which is left out, securities premium can be used for the purpose of buyback. Okay, unlike redemption of preference shares. In redemption of preference shares, we were leaving the securities premium aside. Okay, but in buyback, we will consider the securities premium. Fresh issue पे जो securities premium आ रहा है, we can use it. Okay, so 15,000 into 2, 1,80,000 I'm getting with the help of fresh issue. So out of PNL, I just need to use 20,000. So the amount transferred to CRR, compare that with the nominal value. Okay, here do not compare it with the premium on buyback. Okay, so the 20,000 will be transferred to CRR. Okay, similarly, you have to do with this sum. T Limited did a buyback of 20,000 shares of rupees 10 each at a premium. The company did not have sufficient cash, so they did a fresh issue of 1 lakh preference shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of 15%. Okay, the solution over here is wrong. This is wrong. Do not follow this solution. Okay, I'll tell you how to solve this. Question number 5. Okay, how much is the amount required for buyback? 20,000 into 100. Amount required for buyback. Okay, 20,000 into 100. 20 lakhs. With the help of the fresh issue, I am getting 1 lakh into 10, but a premium is also there, no, 15%. The company has got sufficient balance in the general reserve account. Okay, so 1 lakh into 10 पे 15%. 11.5 will be now the value into 1 lakh. 11 lakh 50,000 I will get with the help of my fresh issue. Okay, so 20 lakhs minus 11 lakh 50,000. 8 lakh 50,000 will be the amount transferred to CRR. In your scanner also this sum is there. It is given wrong. Okay, you will compare the nominal value and subtract your fresh issue, like how we did for question number 4. Same thing you have to do for question number 5. There is no difference. ठीक है?
Yeah, it's some number 32 or 33 something
Some number
in the scanner.
32.
Same, yeah, 32 or 33 in my
Then
scanner.
my scanner is different than bacha, like as compared to yours, because this sum in my scanner is like I think some number 44,
Okay,
and I've done the corrections in my scanner. Okay,
okay.
question number 6 and 7 you can solve it by yourself. Now tell me, Parth, what is your question? You have sent it to me.
Yes, ma'am, I've sent it to you on WhatsApp.
1 minute, huh? ABC Limited.
Yes, ABC.
Mhm. 1 minute. Okay. Question number 46, no? Okay. Now here they are saying ABC Limited has a paid up equity share capital of 10 lakh equity shares. I'll write down the given. Okay. Equity shares, number of equity shares is 10 lakhs. Okay. The nominal value of one share is rupees 10 each, fully paid up. Position of the reserves. In general reserve, I have 30 lakhs. P&L account, I have rupees 2 lakhs. And in my securities premium account also, I have 2 lakhs. Okay. Company decided to buy back 2 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. So amount required for buyback, they wanted to buy 2 lakh shares of rupees 10 each. Therefore, 2 lakh 10 shares of rupees 10 each will be 20 lakh nominal value. And they are ready to give them 25% premium for this purpose. So 25% premium on buyback. Okay, so 20 lakhs into
5 lakh.
25%, it will be 5 lakhs. So I'm going to pay my shareholders 25 lakhs total. For this purpose, the company sold its entire investments at rupees 10 lakhs, booked 12 lakhs. The book value was 10 lakhs. So investments sold. Okay. The value was 10 lakhs, book value. Selling price they have given me 12 lakhs. Therefore, profit is 2 lakhs. This will go in my profit and loss account. Okay. Now, and they made a fresh issue of 10% preference shares of rupees 100 each to the extent minimum after utilizing securities premium account and half of the general reserve. How much shares must be issued by the company? I have already done this sum. The first question itself is this, which we started with buyback, no? So my first question is this. So now amount required for buyback is this much. Fresh issue plus DP transfer to CRR. Now in my divisible profits, they are telling me use general reserve to half of it. So general reserve I will use 15 lakhs only instead of 30 lakhs. And now my securities premium and PNL. Securities premium is 2 lakhs. Securities premium I am getting from the balance sheet. Okay, plus fresh issue पे कुछ भी प्रीमियम नहीं मिलने वाला, तो बैलेंस शीट में कितना है 2 lakhs minus premium on buyback 5 lakhs is premium on buyback. So this 3 lakhs, which is now a deficit, I'll have to remove it from my profit and loss account. Okay, now I will go and find out my profit and loss account का balance. Profit and loss account in my balance sheet plus profit on investment. Okay, in my balance sheet it was 2 lakhs. Then again I sold my investments, so I got 2 lakhs. So total 4 lakhs. Out of which I am going to use 3 lakhs as a premium on buyback. Write off this premium. So now I am left in PNL also 1 lakh. So general reserve they told me use only half. Plus PNL I am left with only 1 lakh. So I have total 16 lakhs to use from my reserves. I'll compare 16 lakhs with my nominal value of buyback. Nominal value of buyback is 20 lakhs minus CRR amount 16 lakhs. Therefore 4 lakhs is the fresh issue which I can make. Okay, amount. Therefore number of preference shares will be 4 lakhs divided by the value of each share 100. So this will be 4,000 preference shares. Clear? Now Parth.
Ma'am, the answer here is given 20,000 preferences.
What rubbish?
Yeah, that's why I got confused.
No, in my scanner it is 4,000 only answer.
Okay, got it.
See, listen, there can be a lot of things which may be wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so please do not get confused.
Yes, got it.
Okay? Now try to solve all your MCQs and then you all can get back to me even still if you all have doubt in this chapter. I hope I am able to address your queries. Anyone else has any problem, any question to ask? Try to solve the sums and then you all can get back to me. Okay, so that's it with today's buyback of shares.